I hope to conduct today's lecture on a new topic, what is learning. As psychologists defined, learning is a relatively permanent change in a behavior, knowledge due to experiences gathered by the learner. If I say it again, learning is the relatively permanent change in a person's knowledge or behavior due to experience he or she collects. This behavioral change may be relevant to cognitive domain. This behavioral change may be relevant to psychomotor domain. This behavioral change may be due to changes happen in affective domain. What we should understand here, when learning experience is established in a child, there should be a permanent change in the behavior of that child. If there's no behavioral change after the learning experience, we cannot say that there's a learning. To happen or to say that learning took place, a learning teaching process was happened successfully, there should be a permanent behavioral change in a student or in a child in relevant to cognitive domain, relevant to affective domain, or relevant to psychomotor domain. This definition proves that there's a process in the learning teaching process, It can be seen that learning is an active process. It's not a silent or it's not a passive process. It's very active, or it's an active process, because there is a behavioral change in a student due to learning experience the learner gathered. And also, learning experience is gathered with the help of previous experience learner has taken. It means knowledge construction is occurred with the combination of past experience and the present experience. It means present experience plus past experience is knowledge. And also learning teaching process takes place in a complex social environment. It's not a simple environment. It's very complex. It consists of many factors. This learning environment consists of very social factors, human factors, and physical factors. It includes, if I say it another way, it includes social factors and also physical factors, and it influences human factor too. And also there should be a motivation comes from learner to take place the learning teaching process, and cognitive engagement. Because why do we say that there should be a cognitive engagement? Because learning is an active process. To happen learning teaching process, there should be a motivation as well as there should be a cognitive engagement come from the learner, him or herself. There are three factors affecting learning. They are hereditary factors, factors related to maturation, and environmental factors. Hereditary factors mean what the learner has got from his parents. And also we can say genetic factors. Hereditary factor, according to psychologists, this is the most powerful factor in learning teaching process. This hereditary factor influences a child in the learning teaching process than other two factors. And the next one is factors related to maturation. That may be social maturation, that may be cognitive maturation, that may be intellectual maturation, and also that should be and also it may be what we call it may be emotional. It may be emotional maturation. Social maturation, emotional maturation, cognitive maturation are very important factors. Another important factor in learning. Next one, environmental factors. It can be divided into two parts. One is internal environmental factors and one is external environmental factors. Both external and internal environments affects or influence in the learning teaching process of the child. Mother's medication, mother's habits, and nutrition, and also the social background the child grows are some examples for environmental factors and internal factors. Characteristics of learning. As we discussed earlier, learning is a behavioral change. It's one of characteristics of learning. Learning is a behavioral change. But we should remember that it is not the behavioral change that occurs due to maturation. Second one, learning occurs as an interaction of heredity and environment. Learning is a result of combination of these two factors, heredity and environment. I think you can remember I told that the highest influential factor in learning teaching process heredity, the second highest one is environment. When the hereditary factors and environmental factors influence positively, the learning teaching process is very successful. And learning is a relatively permanent change. What do you mean by relatively permanent change? It does not happen in same way. You take x and y. When x learns well sometimes, y will be unable to do like that way. That is a relatively permanent change. It differs from person to person. This relatively permanent change depends on the personal factors of the learner. Differs from student to student. When one student learns well, the other one will not be able to do like that way. If I explain it further, when one student rich in cognitive skills, cognitive abilities, and psychomotor skills or psychomotor abilities, and rich in attitudes, the other one will not rich in cognitive abilities, skills and attitudes. Therefore, it can be identified learning is a relatively permanent change. It depends on the learner's ability. I think you could understand what is learning, characteristics of learning, and how learning takes place. Thank you very much for listening and have a nice day.